To apply our notes from today, we'll take a look at the guided practice. Let's remember our essential question for the lesson says, how do balanced and unbalanced forces affect an object's motion? And there are sentence stems that you can use, and you can go back and answer this after our guided practice. Here at the bottom, it says to read the scenarios below and determine if the forces are balanced or unbalanced. So for A, it says a roller coaster travels down a tall hill. So thinking about a roller coaster traveling down a hill, we know it is moving. If it's going down a hill, it's speeding up, so it is accelerating. So this force would be unbalanced. Okay, for B, it says a car waits at a red light. That means the car is stopped. The net force would be 0. So that means that this force would be balanced. For C, it says a soccer ball comes to a stop in the grass after being kicked. So if the ball is stopped, the net force would be 0. It would not be moving. So again, this one would also be balanced. For D, it says a basketball is being dribbled on the court. That means the ball is in motion. The net force would not equal 0. So that means this one would be unbalanced forces. And then for the last one on E, it says a plane maintains a cruising speed of 575 miles per hour. So the key word here is cruising speed. So it's maintaining a constant speed. So that means the net force would equal 0. So according to your notes, that means E would be balanced. So make sure you get those copied down, and we'll take a look at the next page. And again, you can come back and answer your essential question at the end. For this page, it says for each example, 1, identify the direction of the forces acting on the object. So are the arrows going the same way or opposite? 2, the method to calculate the net force. So will we be adding or subtracting? 3, calculate the net force. And 4, identify if forces are balanced or unbalanced. And just a reminder to include your unit, which is newtons. I'll do the first few with you, then give you some time to try the rest, and then you'll have the opportunity to check. So looking at the first example, we're going to identify the direction. So looking at the arrows, I see one is pointing to the left, one is pointing to the right. So they are going in the opposite direction. For the second part, it wants us to write the method to calculate the net force. Since they are in the opposite direction, they are working against each other. So we will subtract. Then for 3, we will calculate the net force. So I have 90 newtons minus 90 newtons. So 90 minus 90, which gives us 0 newtons. So for the last part, it says to identify if the forces are balanced or unbalanced. Since the net force is 0, that means the forces are balanced. Looking at the next image, we have less dense air pushing up with 5,000 newtons and gravity pushing down with 4,000 newtons. So to answer the question, first identify the direction, and I see the arrows are going the opposite direction. Second, identify the method to calculate the net force. Since they are working against each other, we're going to subtract. Then we're going to actually calculate the net force for number 3. So again, looking at the forces, I have 5,000 and 4,000. So I'll put 5,000 first minus 4,000, which equals 1,000 newtons. And since this is not 0, we need to add a direction. And the greater force is pushing up, so it's 1,000 newtons up. Since our force is 1,000, that means the forces are unbalanced in this example. In this third example, in this image, I see a person pulling a box, 75 newtons, and the arrow's pointing to the left. And then I see another person pushing a box, 100 newtons, and this arrow is also pointing to the left. So for number 1, the directions, they're going in the same direction. So I'll write that down. Then for number 2, to find the method to calculate, since the forces are working together in the same direction, this time we will add those forces to find that net force. So for 3, we'll actually go ahead and calculate. We have 75 newtons plus 100 newtons, which equals 175 newtons. And since this answer is not 0, we need to include a direction, and the direction that the arrows are pointing is the left. So our answer is 175 newtons left. And again, since this answer is not 0, that means in this example, the forces are unbalanced. Go ahead and take a minute to try the next few and make sure you come back and check and take the time to answer your essential question. For this example, we see the arrows are in the opposite direction. We have one pointing to the right with the ball rolling with the force of 60 newtons. And then friction is acting on the bowling ball to the left with the force of 10 newtons. So since they're opposite, you have to subtract. So 60 minus 10 gives us 50 newtons. And the greater force is pointing to the right. Since this is not equal to 0, the forces are unbalanced. In the next example with the airplane, air resistance is pushing down with the force of 800, and the engine is moving the plane up with the force of 2200 newtons. So they are going in opposite directions, which is why you needed to subtract. So 2200 minus 800 gives you 1400 newtons up. And again, since it is not 0, the forces are unbalanced. For the last one, with the baseball, the arrows again are going in the opposite direction, so we would subtract. We have 150 newtons from the swing minus 70 newtons from the ball hitting the bat, which means the ball would travel 80 newtons to the right. Since again it's not 0, that means the forces are unbalanced. Take a minute to come back to answer your essential questions if you haven't already. And again, remember to use the sentence stems.